Peace and love, family. Peace and love to all my beautiful Aborigines.
Going on, everybody?
Highly Toe and see you. You see. Alright, today we're gonna start this morning off with positive vibes, y'all. Today it's your boy Young Cherokee Peasy with
Dante.
the young brother Dante in the house today, y'all. Very fucking wise and educated young brother right here. I like to call him the ancient library. Alright, so we getting on to today. We're going to basically just freestyle today, just give it out random knowledge, something to have everybody to think about.
I like to talk about uh, the religious aspect of how deep people are into religion and how people walk the walk, but they don't know what's going on out here in the real world. And they've been in church for so long, into their religion for so long, and that's all religions, that they don't know the truth behind anything that's out here as far as in the street or in the book, in the library. Uh, People are just caught up into their daily lives. You know what I'm saying? Especially the religious folks. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard to explain to them about daily life because they'll bring their religious side point of view about it to get you to see where they're coming from and how their religion can help you. But it's a bigger point than how their religion can help you and how you can just figure the solution out without using religion. Try it at that point and see what happens. To see if any discussion come about, because I doubt it, because they wouldn't know. They
Right.
wouldn't know what to talk about other than religion. It'll get to frustration, and then you wouldn't want to talk to that person because you can't talk to them about your problems, because they'll always bring up the religious aspect of it to get you to feel in a better place in your mind, to where as though it's a comfort, to where as though if you take this path to how the way they took it, or to how the way their God sees it, then you'll be uh, a human being that won't run into them issues. But that's not the situation.
Exactly. 'Cause a lot of people are sensitive to information. I have to keep reminding myself and keep being reminded of that because the way I go about, very aggressive, very aggressive, very aggressive. Peace and love, JoJo. Peace and love, Queen. Shout out to Jove. And it's like most people fear what they don't know. So it's like a lot of people fear the truth.
Right.
So with that said, you have to walk people through with baby steps.
Right.
I really want people to look for themselves, research for themselves, and think for themselves. Because there's a lot, a lot of shit out here that
We don't know about.
that we don't know about, that we're aware of, and so much that we don't know. Like that's why 95% of the ocean is undiscovered. There's a lot of history under there, a lot, and it's like they force us to learn and want to know about Africa. Like our land and our oceans don't hold our history, our tunnels, our temples, our pyramids. There's like inner cities, inner caverns, inner earth. There's an inner earth. They don't speak about that. They don't speak about how China owns 51% of the United States corporation is trying to barrel underground and get to these underground cities. They're not
You know why?
telling.
Because people will go to the churches and they'll ask, certain members of the churches have they experienced or have they heard about any type of discovery like this, and is it something a creation against God or is it a creation from God? And they'll just say, well, it's a creation from God because He created everything. But if they do their history, if they do the history and find out that religion was started here on this earth before this world was created, then where does then where does then where does God and where does God where does His energy come from?
Right. Basically, what my brother's trying to say is if spirituality, energies, and other entities and the cosmos have always been here before these written books, why do we believe in these written books than our history that's been written on the walls, written in the temples, and that's been consciously channeled to us, you know? Like, if you look at these biblical books, they all speak upon African history, you know, Egyptian Kemet history. They don't speak upon the ancient history of the Americas, of just life period, or
Right.
even the cosmos.
Right.
So it's like these books are made, and even if you look down, just do your research. If you're into church, I'm not knocking you if you're in the church.
Right.
I'm just saying, do your research.
Right.
Look into what you're getting into.
Right.
You know, I'm not going to go jump into a 12-foot pool if I don't know how to swim.
Right.
So why hop into a belief system if you don't know who structured it, who made it, and why they made it? Like, if you know that King James raped and killed his mother and worshipped the Book of Baal and was a Satanist, when you look at the Bible different, when you ask some fucking questions, like,
Right.
even the rituals they speak about in the books. You eat the body of Christ and drink the blood of Christ. That is a pagan, Babylonian, Roman ritual.
Right. And if the religious aspect, if they put that in the Bible, would you do that? Would you drink the blood of Christ? Would you go as far as sacrificing yourself for a person that you never met, that you never known, that you never seen, and you go this deep into this trance of this religion, and you don't know the hold that it has on you as far as how the way it makes you think. You know, people fear God because it's always been around, it's always been talked about. It's always had this negative and positive aspect on it of what he can and can do to you if you're not doing it in the name of God.
Right. And if you really understand and understand what God means and what God is, you really understand that God is a fucking German word. We never called the the energies of the universe, the creator of the universe, the universal creator. We never called her God. We never called her him, this damn sky daddy I speak of that watches over people. When y'all understand or understand why they called the name, the term of the creator and the Almighty God, it's just a form of awe. It just means awe. You know, God in German it means, you know, we're carbon beings from the sun, we're the children of the sun. You know, that's why melanin absorbs the sun's energy, absorbs the protein and the nutrients and the codes that our DNA needs. We get it from the sun. We have to be out in the sun, you
The
know.
God of this universe is it's
Energy.
it's it's a it's spun from that feminine energy that of the cosmos.
Peace, peace, family, peace. Exactly. And it's like when we speak about God, if any book or somebody speaks God as a him, when a book teaches you that God is a he, they're speaking in a homosexual act. These churches and the Vatican runs all the churches. A lot of people are like, no, no, the Vatican only runs the Catholic or no, baby. Mm-mm.
The Vatican is
The
the
Vatican
main
runs
source The main
all of it.
the main religion that every religion came from.
The Vatican controls religion. The Vatican is the puppeteer of religion. That's why
If
all.
people want answers, if all these religions want answers, they go to the Roman Vatican Church. They go there to get their answers.
That's why
The president answered from the Vatican Church.
even the police, when something happens or a time meeting or an official meeting or a school shooting or anything happens, any events, the police, the officials have to answer to the churches. Everyone has an answer to the churches. The Pope,
If you go back in history, the the Vatican has been the the dominant, has been the most popular entity out there, and it has so many followers that people already know that they can't go against the Vatican in certain truths. So they'll stop and they'll keep it at their church, their religion,
out of
where they're
made up
comfortable with.
fear, they control over fear. The Illuminati works in three different parts. The Vatican, which is its own superpower, which is runs religion, controls through religion. DC controls, that's its own district, controls the part of the military aspect. And London, which is its own district, is the third part of the Illuminati that controls the financial aspect, the currency part. Everyone's social security number is a stock number to the Queen. So as you know this, don't use your social security number. That's why when you use your social security number at jobs, they're able to take taxes out, to take illegally take taxes out because you're consenting that you're a citizen to your own land. We're not citizens of our own land. We're not citizens of the state. Understand and overstand that. Study law, understand common law, and the etymology of words. Words mean things, y'all, especially in the court systems. Always know these lawyers are working for the judges. So know that it's a Masonic structure to rule and control and divide us. So understand and overstand who we really are. That's our main problem. Ignorance is going to be our downfall.
And if you do your research about the Vatican, it speaks of how the bells, the the way that they do their whole service, is witchcraft. Everything is a witchcraft.
Pedophilia and
And
homosexuality.
if you do your research, it'll show you that all this stuff was given to them from priests from the temple of Diana, and the temple of Diana was nothing but witches, and they gave the Vatican the rules of how to put spells into the worship, the anything that they do is a spell, and all that does is trickle down to the people that's in the congregation and to other religions.
Goes from the music we listen to, the sound waves, and the language. The cursed words. That's why they gave us English. It's like thy comest to us, thy housest. Like you speak with a hisp. It's a serpent, like a serpent tongue. They curse us with words. Those English language is the curse word. That's why I like three different languages in the English language. They work in tribes because they know our secret geometry and they know our sacred God math. They know about the trihedric and trilateral.
Right.
They know about the tries, basically the tries. And they understand that triangles is like the strongest structure. If you build a triangle on top of a triangle on top of a triangle, that's like the strongest structure that can hold and withstand.
Right.
So when they knew that, that's why they always work in threes. When they do the witchcraft starts at 12 o'clock in the morning. And that leads to 3 hours, the conjuring of the 3 hours of the energy, into 3 in the morning. 3 in the morning is when the gates of hell is open the most. So after 3 o'clock in the morning, the gates start to close. So that when the brains, they try to, that's why the vampires and stuff try to get in before the sun rose, before that carbon energy hit them. You know, because them vampires, dude, those are real.
Mm-hmm.
They're real. Probably not in the sense of what they portray them as, but pretty goddamn close. Like Romania, Transylvania, like if you go over there, visit over there, make sure you're like 20, 60, 50 deep. Like real life. Don't ever visit any place like that. Don't go
Right.
to Europe. Don't go to Bangkok. Don't go to any of them motherfucking places. No less than 20 deep. Real life. Real life. With human trafficking and organ harvesting are the number one things occurring on this planet next to war.
And and you gotta remember, as far as being spiritual, you gotta have a way of dealing with people that are in religion that are dropping their issues as far as getting you to side with their religion and and keep their motivation as far as what they're doing and what they're saying is right. And you just got to be a person that has knowledge within you. You got to go by how you feel about things and how you think about things as far as what you want to join and who you want to be in life and what you want to think about. And just always be positive as far as what you're thinking, but you don't get caught up into what other people institutions has to offer.
Right.
Just do your research on those institutions, because those institutions can do so many things with you. You know what I'm saying? And you not knowing that it'll be good in the long run.
And the churches are controlled and ran by Masonic lodges. So if you got any questions about what's going on with the kids, because they're after your children. Be careful. Ask questions in these schools. Why
Right.
y'all taking pictures of my kids with they with their names up? Why you give my kid all these awards in China? Like, dude, they're
Right.
using our children. They're using us. This whole planet works off of us.
Right.
They don't know what to do anymore. The Mayan calendar is up. They don't know what to do anymore. They watch us, the American Aboriginal Indians, because we're the most conscious to the cosmos. We're the most spiritually connected. Because when everything started, we were spiritual beings. We were never religious. We never
Right.
was religious,
The
y'all.
Europeans brought that over here.
We was
We were never religious.
right. I'm actually going to the Library of Congress today to show you all, do a better video on that today about why the Europeans came over here to push religion, pedophilia, homosexuality, and to expand their empire for riches and to find our gold. Like El Dorado, Wakanda, all that shit is really over here, y'all. Because that's why Africa, like all them countries, they're destroyed, y'all. After that meteor hit a few 100,000 years ago, and it landed into Mediterranean, where the Mediterranean lies now, it fucked a lot of shit up over there. And they went crying, and they wanted to know, what happened. They blamed us, the Atlanteans. That's why there's been a war with the Limerians and the Atlanteans for this
Right.
long, because they think we
There's
consciously
been wars here
manifested
for
that
almost
meteor to
over
destroy
seven
them.
thousand years now.
Way longer
Seven
than
hundred
that.
700,000 years now.
That's the planets of world. That's the worlds on this planet. This intergalactical history. Because you got your city history, you got your U.S. history, you got your cultural history, you got your world history, but then you got your galactical history. They don't teach you this shit unless like you either leak this information, you seek this information, or you get part of a fucking secret society of a brotherhood or a lodge.
Right.
These secrets of how everything works and the energies of how the planet, how the cosmos work, and the star maps of how to travel.
Right.
It links and it shows we actually have galactical maps of how to travel
Right. It's
throughout the
through the stars.
cosmos.
Yeah.
To travel through the cosmos energetically, you got to travel spiritually. You got to learn how to strengthen your Mercury, rise your chi, raise
Right.
your
Ascend.
kundalini, your chakra energy
Right.
to the point where your
And all
third
that's and
eye.
all that's through eating right, through drinking right, through just being motivated and positive. Every day as much as you can.
Love is the key.
And love is the key. You know what I'm saying? Love is the key. Because if you don't show love, you won't have nothing.
They want motherfuckers to hate. They want people to hate.
Right.
That's what they want. They want everybody to hate. That's what we won't do. That's what the hell we will not do. Cause love, like, that's the one thing they use to keep us stuck in the matrix. It's like you, they make you love. I mean, they make you hate every like. First, they use judge. They control and divide. So they make you hate each other. They really make you hate yourself. That's why basically sex sells and they got beauty shops. We're like,
Right.
why are the melanated sisters are the only shops on this planet that their products are called the beauty supply store? Why the fuck do we need the hair and makeup and other these shit to make us look beautiful? It's not it's like stop naming beauty supply store. Just call it the accessory store or something. Stop. We don't need that shit for beauty. Natural beauty is the best beauty. We're God given beauty. That's why everyone tries to be like you are. That's why they have these sex dolls looking like melanated goddesses. You feel me? They don't have the sex dolls looking like anorexic, uh, uh, Caucasoids or Asians. They got them looking like healthy, strong, melanated sisters. And it's like everyone wants and try to be like us, but we abuse our power, abuse our authority because we don't really understand or understand who we really are. And that is so important. We must know who we are. We must know what we are fighting for. Because if we keep claiming Africa, then we won't fight for America. We will not fight for America. We must know what our land is and who our grandmother is. Their grandma killers. That's basically who they are. You feel me? If America is the birthplace of our mother, that is our grandmother. So we must respect where we come from and the land we came from. You feel me? That's just basically what it is. Understanding who we truly are. Every day you should push yourself to learn something. If you learn one thing today, try to push yourself to learn two things tomorrow. Then the day after that, two things that day. Then if you want to, try to learn three things. You feel me? Then go back to one. Then go back to two. Just keep excelling. Just keep rising in consciousness. And keep rising in what because everything you've been taught in school is a lie. Everything. The only thing I say take heed to, and if you have babies in school, that I'm really pushing that you guys homeschool. But if you have babies in school, if you have them babies in school, the best thing I tell you is the basics: how to add, subtract, how to put sentences in sentences, how to abbreviate words, pronouns, verbs, adverbs. The basics. When they get to high school, that's when shit needs to get real. This history, even middle school, could it really like push law? Make sure you guys are pushing it on your children. Yeah? They have to learn law. They have to learn common law. They have to understand who they are. Don't hire lawyers. Don't hire people for shit. You learn everything. You don't need a fucking plumber. You can learn how to plumb. There's libraries everywhere. Go grab a book. There's YouTube. Look it up. There's other websites. There's people in your family that's actually plumbers. There's maintenance men in your neighborhoods that know what the fuck going on. Sit down, spark one, grab a brew, talk to them. Kick the bobo with them. Peace, family, peace, and then just ask questions. You feel me? Just ask questions. So it's like once you really realize our strength, like we don't live in communities, we live in villages. So if your community, and if you're going to live in a new community, you have the right to change what's in a contract. You can haggle with that. You have the right to. You must understand law because you must understand this works. When paperwork work at it's a certain way they work with the paperwork. It's three different color inks you must use. Once you understand business and study business, I study this shit every day, you guys. So that's why I'm trying to urge this that you all study it every day. Because if I can learn it, I know for fuck y'all can learn it. There's no way y'all cannot learn this. So once you understand law and business, you know that, especially in business, that there's three different color inks used in business. The blue ink is It's blue, black, and red. Blue ink is if you're iffy about it, you don't really know, so that's when you sign in blue. Black ink is if, yeah, I understand what's going on, so but you're not consenting, but that's a signature
Right.
for negotiation. But a red ink, if you sign anything in red ink, that's basically saying you know exactly what's going on.
Right.
You know exactly what you're signing yourself to, what the contract is, and anything
Right.
around it, and
Right.
everything that was on that paper in front of you. So that red ink is very,
Anything that
very,
you use and say
very important.
represents you.
Right, 'cause that's basically like selling, like signing an over, selling
Right.
yourself over to somebody, selling yourself to something. So be careful. Somebody give you a red pen, you make sure you read that shit. Always carry your own pens. 'Cause that's why your coats, jackets, everything, your jeans has pen slots in them. Everyone always carry different pens on you. Always, always. Because the way we're going to win this war, it's a spiritual war, y'all. It's a mental war. Peace, 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 family. Mad love, good vibes, good vibes. Can't really. I'm kind of far away from the phone, so I can't really read the live chats. But peace to everybody in the live. I love you all. I love you
What's
all.
up, man?
I don't have any children, so everybody on the planet, not only the Aborigines, but even the Asians, even the Caucasians, everyone's child is my child. Everyone's elder is my elder. I just want peace and love, and we just gotta get this shit on the right foot, y'all. We can't let these corporations keep having us brainwashed and living in this matrix in society. Like, we do not have to pay taxes on mortgage.
Mm.
We do not have to pay taxes on our own land. You guys need to understand that. We
Right.
need to start suing these corporations and suing these people directly. Like, you sue the corporation later. You find the CEO of that corporation, the owner of that corporation, or whoever runs that shit, and you directly put a lawsuit on them. And you hit them through the pockets, y'all. This war won't be fought physically, it will be won
Right.
mentally.
The white people, they've been doing.
Right. This war going on overseas, that's not our war, y'all. That's why I'm saying the military, if you're in the military, stand up, say something. Y'all know y'all over there killing these innocent people for nothing, just because they don't want our Federal Reserve banks on their land,
Right.
just because like the government's bullies, like the U.S. They made the U.S. bullies. You feel me? The UK, Iran, like Iraq is owned. Iran is owned by the United States, by the Rothschilds and the Roth.
Bilderbergers
It's
and
wrong. It's owned by those
yeah.
families. They sell missiles and nukes and chemical shit out of there. Underground bases there. Almost every place on this planet has a United States military base there. And if you do not want a military base there, it's because you do not want the Federal Reserve Bank there. And they're going to try to go to war with you and try to say you're terrorists and try to say you got chemicals and weapons of mass destruction or try to say you got Ebola or some shit. And they're going to try to fuck you up. And that's being ran like the UK, like London is running, like pimping the hell out of the United States, using our land to
Right.
do these deals and do this monstrosity, to do these fuckery across the land and just have our military. Like the United States military is the real terrorists.
There's
My brothers and
13
sisters do not know that. They signing themselves up to fuck over the world.
there's 13 families that lead the Illuminati.
And they try to keep it in the family. It's all about bloodline. This world is ran off of bloodlines and nationalities. Shit is real. Our vets must wake up. Our military must wake up and understand that their government is setting them the fuck up. It's been proven for years since they even invaded, since the Europeans and the Moors and they came over here and started this shit. It's been fucking our lands up. GMO food across the land,
Right.
chemtrails on
We're
it.
we're eating what they eat.
It's proven they've been killing us all, genociding us mentally, paper genocide, physically, and and they said, "Oh no, forgive us. If you touch the lead, that means you're racist. Racism is us made up." I love you all to death. To call my Caucasians, my Africans, and my Asians, but y'all have to go. We can talk and do deals and laugh and do movies and shit. From across
Right.
the seas. Y'all can't. Y'all can do all this shit y'all doing these Federal Reserve bases and all this gym, all this shit. Take it back to Europe and Africa, because don't try to divide yourselves.
Right.
You Europeans, you Africans, and you Asians are the same people.
Right.
Y'all always say, don't try to say, don't know. You Europeans are Africans. You Africans are Europeans. You Asians are Asians. You're Asiatics. We're not Asiatic, buddy. I'm sorry. We're not. We're not. We're the Atlanteans. We're American. Turtle Island Indigenous Aborigines. I'm sorry. We're not the Asiatics. The African Moors are Asiatics. There's no such thing as Moorish American.
Right.
Don't get tricked by these Moors or these fucking Masons.
Right.
Stop getting tricked and dumbed down. We're not
Right.
black. Black means false
Look
entity.
into yourself before you start looking into any religion or any institution.
Shit's real.
You know, it's not that important for you to do that. You gotta look within yourself to know what's going on out here.
Right.
You
Find out
know,
who your grandmother is. Find out who grandma is. Find out who great grandma is. Find out who great great grandma is. Do please do your genealogy. That's more important than anything. Finding yourself is more important than anything on this fucking planet. Because if you don't know who you are or where you came from, you don't know where the fuck you're going. You're
right,
not gonna know where you're going. You're just gonna be going with what people say. You're just gonna living in this little matrix. If you don't know who you are and where you came from, you don't know what the fuck you're fighting for and what your next move is gonna be.
right,
You know. Once you know who you are, oh, that is my land. Oh shit, brother X was doing that. Oh shit, the Indians were doing that. Oh, we gotta get our shit back. Oh, I bet. That's what it's about. Getting these businesses, get this land, let's get our shit back. It ain't about working for these motherfuckers sitting back and kicking back. Like we got work to do, y'all. Don't be scared. Do not be scared. We got work to do, baby. We want that though. It's okay. We're born soldiers. We're born fucking warriors. We're not born to just, oh, I want to lay back and chill. I want to relax. We're not. Nobody. We're born fucking soldiers. We want to
right,
work. We're
right,
hunter gatherers. We're born to want to hunt for our village. We're born to want to, do for our queens. We live for that
right,
matriarch,
right,
We live by matriarch, not a patriarch.
right,
That's why all these biblical things teach you how to destroy your women. They talk down on your women. They don't empower the queen.
right.
You feel me?
Right,
It's crazy. Wake up, y'all. Not even wake. I fucking hate saying wake up now. Just be more aware.
right. You gotta be
Research
aware.
and
Do your
learn.
own research. Look things up. Don't just think it's just that way. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Do your research backwards and forwards. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And don't be afraid to go into history. You know what I'm saying? Don't get bored with it. Because a lot of people, they go into history, they get bored with it, and they just get confused because they don't know what they're reading. But you gotta keep going. That's all a part of life. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep going. You know what I'm saying? Knowledge
Exactly.
is key. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta just get that awareness, because if you don't, you'll be late. You know, and this is not for everybody. This is not for everybody. This is only for the people that have an open conscience.
Who
'Cause-
can
right? Because
take
if you
this?
don't, if you
Like it's gonna be for you soon.
right,
But you gotta get mentally strong enough. You have to be
right,
spiritually connected to understand. Because a lot of this is gonna sound like foreign language to a lot of people.
right,
A lot of people are not entwined. Like knowing about the other entities and extraterrestrials, that's absiding to people. Some people wouldn't be able to fathom the other dimensions and the other energy that's around. The tetrahedrons, just everything, dude. Like study quantum physics to really understand and understand the energy concept about it. Because we're spiritually connected. Everyone's connected subconsciously,
right,
just mentally. We can manifest anything, you guys.
right,
It's all in us. We are the good, we are the evil. We are the gods, we are the devils. Whenever we do negative, whatever negative input, that is the demon. That is the negativity. That is the jinn. That is the evil. There's no devil this, devil that. We're the devil. We put that in the world.
right,
So we put God, devil energy in the world. That's the devilish shit. But if we put God energy in the world, that's the power of love. That's the good shit. That's the God energy. That's the God in us. There's the
right,
devil in us and there's the God in us. What you gonna show? What you about? Is you more about the God in you or is you more about the devil in you? It's up to you. Whatever picture you paint and manifest is whatever reality is going to come about. That's all it is. That's why they use television to portray this false image. They put the news, they use the school, and they use just music just to mold your mind to thinking some
Right.
type of way.
It's all about mind control to the point where you know that's your everyday life. You know, you do that every day as far as your way of thinking and doing things, and it's just part of mind control. And mind control can make you a different person when this government wants it to, and it can it can break any family apart as far as what they believe in and what they're into, as far as religion, drugs, anything. It can, yeah, it can tear you apart.
Man, that shit is deadly, man. Like, this deadly religion is deadly, young. Watch out, babies. I do this for the babies, y'all. I do this for the next generation. I do this for the children I don't have yet. I do this for the kids that's now that can raise and help my children. That can look out for my children. That can teach my children. That can teach your children. That can teach the next person. If a child come up to you and tell you this information, you'll believe them before you believe the white man.
Mm.
If the kid came to you and started to open your minds and your eyes about this information, you'll truly believe this more than you believe a teacher or a professor or any fucking pope. I swear to God, or a scientist. Just think of it that way. If a child came to you with this information, imagine how would you take it? Would you tell that child you're crazy? Be quiet. You don't know no better. Where'd you learn that from? Keyword. Where did you learn that from?
Right.
You feel me? Like, not a grown motherfucker that's telling you the same shit someone else is telling you. When you clearly see, hey, there's something up with that. That ain't
Right.
right.
You got to backtrack at that point. You know what I'm saying? Where did they learn that from? You know what I'm saying? And that will take you so deep as far as that they they actually got this down into their spirit where they can ask me this, they can tell me this. You know, that's how deep things go in spirituality, not religious, but spirituality.
Right? We're spiritual beings of love, light, and energy. We never came out here as religious people, you know? We weren't religious till the fucking 1779, that's 1700,
Right,
fucking 1600. What the
right,
fuck? They killed us from trying to learn everything else, but they gave us a religious book and said you could learn that. And to this day, what y'all doing? Yes, man, so I have to go to church now. I have to learn this. I have to keep preaching it to my babies. No, sir.
racism,
It's made
racism.
up.
We got
That
so
shit is
many
fake.
distractions out here. Racism
It's colors
is one of the,
fade.
is this
It's a
one of the biggest.
spectrum.
And you got drugs is another. Then you got homophobia. Then you got uh, um, the
Music.
9 to 5. You got music. You got so it's so many distract. The money.
Money's the key,
It's
dude.
so
We
many
don't need
distractions
money.
out
We
here
never use currency. We
when it
use a
comes to our
trade
life now.
system. It's
But
just crazy.
if you know how to deal with it and don't let it have certain holds on you as far as what you do with it, then you'll get an understanding of, oh, this is different. I never done this before. I never saw this before because you used it a certain way, and that's with anything. You can use anything for anything.
Crazy, man. Because music can also be used for good.
Right,
But you rarely see that. Rarely
right.
see that.
It's as simple as that.
People use music for
Music,
income
money.
now.
You can use it for anything. You know, you just gotta be aware of how you how they come across to you. You know, try to use it for positive.
Like, right. It's like
If you
instead of
the
trying to
aspect.
instead of trying to use music to be cool or to sell records, Try using it to help somebody impact their life or
Because you
lift
gotta
somebody
remember,
up.
the negative side gonna always come. You gonna always have a negative fight against you. You gonna always have a negative fight when you're doing something positive. Period. And it's going it's gonna take you a long way if you
Overcome.
yeah, if you learn from that negative energy and find out why. You don't have to spend your whole time, but find out why it came to you. You'll get a better understanding. It's different out here as far as you trying to think different, do things different. Because now everybody gonna see it your way, and everybody not gonna have it, you know, in their eye for you to make it or do it like that.
Right. Be your old person.
It's a distraction. That's all. It's a distraction, and you just got to know how to avoid it.
Right. Be your own
Avoid it
person.
as much as you can. Yeah, that's part of being your own person.
Don't let this world mold you into something. Only you have your story. Can no one else tell you your story? Only you can create your own story. Only you. Because can't nobody say, oh, I did this when I was 6 and I did that when I was 6. You can put that in a rap, you can put that in a biography, you can put that in a book or a story. And that'll be something that only you did that someone else can relate to. And because that same moment in your life, someone else can relate to, y'all can share that same energy, share that same passion, that same moment. So like your aspects and your views of your life can help manifest positive and beauty and strength in the world. Use those aspects instead of come up aspects, you know? Use that help like never always don't always look for something like never look for something out of something, you feel me? Always look to put in something to add to more, you know? Like even planting, always plant. It'll teach you how to always continue to give
Right.
because you're going to get back.
Right.
The more you plant, the more you get, you feel me? Even one plant will grow more than, 6, 7, 8 fruits for you. So it's like the more you do, the more you get naturally. So don't look ever to get shit. Never want. Always want to give. You
Right.
feel me?
Right.
Never want to take. Always want to
Right.
give.
Because you find yourself when you using the positive light that the negative side is always there because it's gonna feel uncomfortable, and that's most time when it feel uncomfortable is negative. It's you don't want to deal with it, and and that's what with anything, as far as money and as far as spending your time out here with people that don't know what they're talking about in life, as far as uh, religion, if they're deep into drugs, or they can be, distracted to the point where, they just don't want to hear you out, and all that are distractions where you just gotta learn from, and because they're gonna come again from the next person, and the next person, and the next person, and you're gonna see it over and over again. Then once you grow from that, then you're gonna run into the bigger distraction. Then you'll see a common denominator of, hold up, now I didn't saw this, I didn't did that, and what is up out here? What's going on out here with people and things? Period. As far as the universe is concerned, with people daily lives,
Exactly.
and it's a bigger picture.
Way bigger picture. Like this rabbit hole gets deep. Don't be afraid to see how deep this rabbit hole get, man. That shit go deep. Just keep digging, keep going. Cause no matter how the deeper it get, the more wiser you're gonna get. The more enlightened you're gonna become.
Right, right,
The more aware to the fuckery you'll become, so it won't affect your energy as much. It won't throw you off balance as much. Every day expect for some bullshit to happen. Don't smack your lips and be like, oh my god, here you go. I'm like, expect bullshit to happen every day. As soon as it happens, wave at that moment. Smile and wave as it floats by. You feel me? Don't sit there and just focus on it and just start getting different energies from it. Let it unbalance you. You feel me? Just
right,
smile at it, laugh, and keep it moving. Life is too short. Life is nothing but a long day.
right.
You feel me? That's all life is. You know, don't let this 24 hours in a day. Don't let all that shit 12 months in a
Don't
year.
think every day is the same, because
Right,
every day is not the
don't let
same.
that shit fool you. That's just a little matrix they try to put you in, you know, try to block you off, you
Right,
feel me? So like, cause we live in a third dimension, they want everything like a cubular. So I mean, look at your neighborhood, everything's cubular. And
right.
everything, no matter what you have,
Because this
everything
is
has four sides. Even a circle. You put a circle in a box, it has four sides. Everything has from your foot to everything. Whenever you get a chance when you're done watching this video, just sit back and just look at everything in your house and just look at how damn from a sock to everything got full sides to it. From a towel to just everything.
right.
Everything has four sides to it. They, you know, we live, you know, and they try to put us in that one box. It's more than that. You know, you can clearly see it has more definition, it has curvature, it has way more than that. But they want us in this box. That's why you got
Right.
communities like blocked off. That's why the neighborhoods blocked off. That's why cities are blocked off. That's why your car is blocked. That's why your house is blocked.
Right.
That's why your kitchen is blocked.
To keep
Microwave.
your thinking congested.
Mm-hmm.
To keep your thinking congested to the point where is that if it's around and if it's there, then it's there for you. So all that is a distraction. All that is a distraction.
Distraction to keep you in the box.
That's why we need our space. You know, we like to have our space. You know what I'm saying? We like to be able to think about things. We're not used to having people uh, uh,
Bombarding
doing this
us
to
and shit.
doing telling us this and doing this to us as far as keeping us in this
Occupied and
right,
guinea pig, you know?
right, and it's to the point where people are getting frustrated to where as though they don't know what to do. So if they turn to things like churches and just be dumbed down like the rest of society, you just have to know everything is within you. God is within you.
You'll be a Kanye West ass nigga trying to break out the Matrix.
Yeah,
Trying to break out an MK Ultra mind controller.
right,
If you already spiritually connected, these frequencies that the government try to work against you with, they won't affect you. You can break all these frequencies they try to put upon us. Because our ancestors are guiding us and helping us also. So we must
right,
understand that. Never be afraid. Even when you're out in the woods or anywhere by yourself, you're not fucking by yourself.
right.
You have years and years and
Everything,
years and years,
and th-
millions of years, thousands of years worth of ancestors working through you.
and
You
then
know?
off your first instinct, whatever you feel, like that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you feel and think of the first thought, and something automatically comes to you like, oh, I shouldn't have. Oh, was that the wrong choice? No, it was most likely the first thought. The first thought you made, what you felt. So that's what it is.
Is usually the first thought is usually the best thought. Never
Yeah,
forget that. Never forget that. That's like your
it's
gut
what you
feeling.
is what you felt. Your first thought, what you felt, that's what it was.
Because that's what you was first consciously aware of.
Right.
Like in school I was taught like when you're doing like the multiple choices test, those questions, like read the question first and then think about what the answer might be. And then read the answers and then you're gonna see, oh damn, you're gonna consciously notice that first because that's one which you're most connected with that makes the most common sense. You dig what I'm saying?
Right. You know what the fascinating thing is when they talk about the lottery, people play the lottery, and you can go based off of how certain people think of how you can. I go by certain numbers and how they feel if certain numbers are the right numbers to use, like
Mm-hmm.
birthdays and how you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And it's like if you feel that, then basically it's what it is. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
you gotta remember when it comes to numbers, uh, uh, it's so universal as far as uh, uh, what you're tied to, that number of what you tied to.
Right, numbers is everything. That's why Lisa left ass. I said left ass. Lisa left that low pass was so into numbers. She was waking up too fast, so they had to off her. Rest in peace, sister. That's crazy. Like numbers, like they work numerology, study numerology.
Right.
That's very important. You know, we work about numerology in the cosmos. You know, Everything, man. There's more to it, man. There's more to everything. There's more than meets the eye. And always expect the unexpected, no matter what.
Right.
Expect the unexpected. Because it gets real. It gets fucking deadly fucking real. And a lot of people can't comprehend the truth. They can't handle the truth. And they can't fathom the truth. So that's why it's easy for them to be brainwashed and manipulated because they're comfortable with the lies.
Right. If you're comfortable of living and thinking that way for since you could remember, then it's gonna be hard for you to go another way as far as to even think. That's how minute it is for you to even be scared to even think of something different, of what it could be or what it can't be. And it's like, you got to know what to expect out here as far as what people bring to you and how people raise you, and they're in different lights, you know, because certain people will raise you to be blinded from certain things that they never been through or that they saw, but they don't want nobody else to go through it. And but that's all being aware, because remember, what you don't see is you're not aware of.
Exactly.
You
Like,
know,
whatever you're not conscious of technically doesn't exist. So, like,
what you yeah
say you're walking in the city and, like, there's a Chinaman around the corner, but you haven't been that corner yet. You haven't consciously seen him, so you're not consciously aware of him. So you don't know he exists. Until you hit that corner and see him, you're consciously aware of him. You know his presence, you know his existence.
and people
So
have to
you
learn
so
how
you
to
know he
read between the
exists.
lines of what people say. And that's with everything. You got to learn how to read between the lines. What you feel of what they're saying to you is, that's reading between the lines. And you can pick out of the things that you feel of what they're saying.
Because technically, in a way, this world revolves around you and your own world, your own reality. The way you see life is percepted, is how the world revolves around in your consciousness. So technically, we are all in our own simulation. We are in our own matrix. So knowledge is important. If we are all with the same, we all have enough knowledge, we'll be vibing at the same frequency. So knowledge brings you to a certain frequency where you won't be able to beat them down to a low level frequency. So everything that's why it's hard. Like, the worst people to get like this information to are people who's already settled and consented to what they learned in school or in college. Like, especially college people, college grads, or people like sororities or secret society. You can't tell a Mason shit.
Mm-hmm.
Hey man, y'all know you Prince Hall Masons. They don't tell y'all y'all know the real Masons don't tell y'all everything, right? No, no, we know. All right, man.
You notice you can't tell anybody in the institution nothing. Anybody that's in the institution,
Anyone who's institutionalized,
you can't tell them
militant-minded, you
nothing.
can't tell them nothing. They have to learn for themselves. Those are those I gotta see to believe it as niggas. But that right there, I do agree with too. Also, you must see something to believe something. Don't go off with the fuck you see on the news. Oh, there's 6 bodies. All right, let me see them bodies. All right, I'm about to pull up. I bet you some blood on that street too. All right, let me get some of this blood DNA test. Oh, I bet. All right, it really happened then. Because I swear to God, a lot of this shit is staged and a lot of this shit is fake.
Right.
Like, these shooters, yeah, people died, but that shit was set up. Families
Right.
got paid off millions of fucking dollars.
Right.
Human trafficking. You know,
And then you don't hear about it after a week.
That's why they suing the fuck out Sandy Hook. Y'all don't hear shit about Sandy Hook no more, do you? Oh, we're having the Sandy Hook Memorial. Yeah, they're suing them motherfuckers. Even the Michael Jackson case, all them kids grown now. Ask them. Oh, my parents put us up to that shit. I don't know who that is. I hope it ain't best us alive.
But
But how many minutes that y'all say? You know, we gonna fuck that whole 50. They done been the whole 55 minutes. Oh, nah, I better still on. I was about to say. But yeah, man. You gotta wake up, ask questions. People definitely gotta ask questions. 'Cause it's not a game. People living life like shit's sweet out here. Oh, it's sunny. Let's go see the cherry blossom.
Right,
Motherfucker, we got work to do. You got learning to do.
right.
Stop living every day. Oh, I work. I can't learn about law. Oh, I got kids. I can't learn about this shit you can do. You can go to the Board of Education and tell them motherfucker change it correctly. If you don't, I'm gonna sue the fuck out you. But I guess I gotta do it to lead by example. So when they do try it, and they are trying, and there's been a lot of death threats. But I don't count them. I don't give a fuck. I accept them. I love them. Take them with energy. But yeah, when I do go through this, they're gonna try to put a boundary on my head, especially suing the United States Board of Education for like 1.7 trillion dollars, you know, and the Federal Reserve for 1.7 trillion for the acts of genocide, paper genocide, and all that. But you know, we don't give a fuck, man.
And that's the money that they owe us anyway.
Yeah, that shit that was anyway. And when they do kill me for that shit, I need for y'all to
Cause y'all gotta
use that
remember, if
money.
this is our
Do
land,
that shit.
if this is our
Do
land,
that
that's
shit.
this is
Do supposed to
if
do.
this is our land, this is our money.
Exactly. Exactly. So once you get this money, get this moolah, and if I'm no longer here with y'all, buy this land and set up our own businesses. Start these farms, get our agriculture back. Get back to planting, y'all. Please start planting seeds. Start growing your own food. Enough is enough. Stop. We know the government's killing us off through fucking pesticides and genetically modified food and preservatives, mostly preservatives that actually sit in your intestines and preserve the bacteria and the decayed bowel movements in there.
Right.
That's causing a lot of shit, a lot of deaths and a lot of illness and a lot of unhealthy bodies. You feel me? That shit will actually poison your blood. So that's also what helps trigger cancer and the sugar and the flu. So the preservatives, which really, because you know, from when it killed the animal to when it's in your freezer for a few, you know, days or weeks, that's just like a month, or it's no less than 3 weeks. I swear to God.
Right. If you notice when you buy meat and food from the store, if it's set out and you know it once it decomposed, the maggots start eating it. Yeah, that's because they put parasites in the food for it to break down. You know, those same parasites that they put in the food are the same parasites that you eat.
Fruits too. All
Yeah.
fruits should have seeds in them. Bananas should have seeds in them. Why the fuck got gene spice in our fruits? Yeah, and we're not doing anything about. Oh yeah, they're doing this. Oh yeah, they're
If you
for
notice,
chemtrails.
if you notice when you
Dude,
see, if you
let's
notice,
do something about it.
if you notice when you see uh, a lion kill an animal out
It's court
in the
saying I can't do it
wild,
myself. We need part of 25.
and when that meat sit out in the
Help me help
open,
you.
when that meat sit out in the open, what you see? What you see first when that meat sit out in the open? You see flies come to it. Cause if flies don't come to it, that meat can sit there for days into a rot.
Right.
Them flies come to it to put parasites in it for so it can
Exactly.
decompose, so it can make. You see what I'm
So
saying? So
everybody in
that's
your
what they do
own
to the food.
community, press your community centers out. Press your community out to build a little garden. Build gardens in our communities and community centers, y'all. Go ahead, let them know, buy off some, you know, knock some trees down. You know, they got enough money. They don't tax enough. They got enough money. Don't let them lie to you. They got enough money to do it. Tell them that you need that shit. It's bad enough to tear down all the goddamn playgrounds and parks. So, you know. And if you're in your own community, no matter where you at out here, if you're in your own community, start farming, start gardening, and start building your own groups. Start getting your own people together and start building. Start getting knowledge so y'all can pass it on, pass it down. Keep going. Just keep doing what you gotta do. I can't see that for sure. I'm gonna need some glasses. But yeah, man, This shit's OC, y'all. We gotta do something about it. Like, stop acting like there's nothing we can do.
Right.
That's the problem. People are like, well, nothing we can do about it. Well, let Jesus take the wheel. Lord, put it in God's hand. If I hear that weak, pussy ass shit one more time, I'm going to spaz. Excuse me, I French. But I'm so sorry, y'all. God works through us, not for us. So stop letting Jesus take the wheel to drive y'all to hell. Stop letting Jesus, homosexual ass, take y'all to hell and take y'all to church and take y'all mouths off what the fuck we need to be doing. Why ain't the church just talking about let's garden? Where the church's gardens at? Why ain't the church talking about farming? Why ain't the churches put monies aside to buy some land? Why ain't churches teaching y'all who y'all really are and what y'all can do? Why aren't churches teaching law? Like, what the fuck going on? Gotta wake up. We gotta wake the fuck up, y'all. Start asking questions. Start demanding the shit, dude. Police, the government, they work for us. All these corporations on our land, working on our land, getting money on our land, doing deals with other nations and other countries and other continents on our land. They owe us money by doing them deals on our land. They should be, instead of us paying them taxes, they should be paying us out their pocket a
Right.
piece of that shit. Oh, we just made this on Wall Street. All right, bet. Let me get that. You feel me? Let me get that. But we're not saying that because we don't think that this belongs to us. We don't think this is our land. We don't think we're owed all the access that
It's
they're
the crazy
making on our
part.
shit. This is our land.
We telling them we're paying their taxes. But what if we stop paying their taxes?
Exactly.
Then what? They wouldn't be out here killing us, right?
Exactly. The hell, we're their currency. We're their money. The Federal Reserve makes up their own money. Cost petroleum dollar. This fiat money is fake. Debt is fake. All that shit is bullshit, y'all. We must wake up, y'all. We gotta understand who we really are, and know our strength. We too strong out here to be just curling up. It just be letting people come in our house and tell us what to do. You won't let no Arab or nobody come in. You won't let no motherfucking Kuta Kinte ass African dirty ass feet nigga come in your house and be like, put that J out, cut them lights out. You pay this, you pay that. You like, oh, bruh, bye. Who the fuck let you in? Why aren't we doing that to these illegal corporations? Why aren't we doing that to the Federal Reserve? Why aren't we doing that to these banks? Why aren't we doing that to these, the firehouse? Everybody be paying us money for doing work on our. Matter of fact, the firehouse, shout out to the firehouse. I'm about to go shake every firehouse goes to because they don't get the respect they probably deserve. Firemen, fuck the police, fuck 12. Them firemen do what they supposed to do. They help our communities. They actually help the communities. You know, I can't say so much for the ambulance, because they working, they in the pocket too. The hospitals are deep in the pocket. They're organ harvesters. So if you have organ donated on your ID or on any of your information, your personal information, take that off. Do not be no organ harvester. Do not be no organ donator, because they'll off you quicker.
Right.
They'll off you quicker. Do not. Remember, dude. Because the hospitals are working for this corporation. The hospitals know. That's why when you go to the hospital, don't tell them you're black or African American. We're not black, we're not African American. This shirt is black. And somebody that was living in Africa that moved to America is American African, okay? We never came from Africa. Alright, I had some Irish guy years ago down the line, rape my ancestor. And I've got a little drip of Irish in my blood. And I think an African did too, so I have a drip of African in my blood. Alright, that's like a shot glass of water in the ocean of fucking corn liquor. You feel me? That's not gonna break where I'm from, break what roots me to my land, because somebody fucked one of my ancestors. My great 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 grandmother was always here. My great 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 grandfather was buried here. My great great grandmother was buried here. My grandfather, great grandfather, and great great grandfather are all buried in the same spot, the same little area, on the same Indian land over there in Pomona. Get Marley. Like a Cherokee Blackfoot tribe. I'm going to a Piscataway powwow to get some more information about all that, because that information need to be taught in school.
Right.
You know, that's why I'm about to sue the board of education, but then indoctrinating our children, you know, with paper genocide. Like, that's a serious, serious fucking case. Why are you teaching my babies out here that they property? You feel me? Why are you doing that? That's not right. It's not right. And when this 2020 census come around, y'all still putting African and black on y'all fucking information, on y'all box. They want to ship y'all to Libya. I'm telling y'all, it's not a game. Don't try to start a race war or civil war. Don't do none of that shit on my land when that shit happen. Cause we try to tell y'all Indians, this is y'all land, but y'all want to go with this brainwashed Masonic system and claim Africa. They want a race war. That's why when you go to gallery place, them Israelite niggas, they preach that shit. Fuck that. Y'all not gonna destroy our children's minds, man. I do this for the kids. We do this for the babies, man. We do this for the children. Generations after generation after generations to come need to know what they're fighting for, who they are, and how strong and how powerful they are. You know? I'm gonna need a moderator. I can't see nothing. But yeah, y'all, this shit it gets real. It gets realer. We got to get more one with nature. They trying to take us away from nature. That's why you got all this technology. Yeah.
Right.
All this technology.
Technology is another form of distraction. You know, you got to know how to use it. You know what I'm saying? And not let it become a distraction in your life all the time.
That shit is crazy, man. Y'all just gotta ask questions. It's not hard to actually look things up. You have smartphones in your hands. Try to use that to become smarter.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't know words, look it up. If you're having a conversation, you're looking at a resume or an application or a contract or something, look it up.
Right.
Don't just go off of what you see.
Right. Use it for your benefit. Don't use it just to call people and just to, apply for jobs. Use it to look things up.
Right, man, because for real, we're not supposed to be using our social security card. Okay, that's owned by the Queen of England. She owns all of the social security numbers and stuff. All of it. So for real, I wouldn't per se say destroy it or rip it up because, as being indigenous to this land and being who we are, we can jump from citizen to sovereign. We can jump from citizen to this. We have the freedom to do that on our own land, so we can participate in like getting CDLs to get a corporate, to do negotiations, and then if y'all fuck us up, we're gonna sue the fuck out y'all, cause y'all are illegally on our land doing this shit, and it ain't cool, buddy. It's not cool. It's not cool at all. It's not cool. I don't know who thought it was cool, and I don't know why people still think it's cool or think it's okay to keep living like this. If you're okay with paying taxes and mortgage on your own land and just paying these motherfuckers every day to just real life get yachts and go golfing, be my guest to live off the chicken feed.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd rather die than live in this fucking matrix.
Right.
I'd rather die fighting for my ancestors for the way we're supposed to live than the way they got us programmed to think we live. So damn that. If the CIA, Secret Service, the Nation and all y'all motherfuckers want to kill me, go ahead and try. Be my motherfucking guest. But y'all gotta know, you fuck with me or fuck with the best, eh? You fuck with me, you're not fucking with one person.
Right.
I ain't your regular. I ain't your. With my man, Sean Rock Smart, Infinite Waters, y'all subscribe to his channel, yeah. But what he say? I'm not your average cat down the road. Keep thinking y'all got one. You feel me? Malcolm X ain't have the technology he got now. It is. Martin Luther King ain't had the shit he had now. He ain't know the shit that I know. So you guys can try to come and assassinate me if you want to. You know, and I do realize the highway is suicide, so don't think you guys are going to catch me on the highway and pull up on me and be like, we found Mr. Ransom. All right, Bruce going to stop. He got a gun. Bye, 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 bye. Hell no, none of that. None of that, buddy. Mm-mm. The movie The Matrix told me that the highway is suicide. Not money. You're not going to get a drone to fly to me, motherfucker. What's going on? Peace, 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 peace. I'm cooling, just getting it in, educating folks. Hoping I ain't cuss too much, because I do definitely want the babies to hear this. I need all the children to hear this. So, like, if y'all are educating or trying to teach people in your family, y'all can sit down and watch my videos. Matter of fact, what time is it? What time is it, brother? About to head down to the archives now after I charge this phone. Yep, nice and early. So yeah, I'm gonna head down to the archives now and do a video on why they colonized us. You know, we know why, because they want our land and they want our melanin and they want our babies and they want our knowledge. They want everything we got. You know. So man, this is not a game out here, y'all. So stop thinking it's a game. They're not playing with us, so why the fuck y'all keep playing with them? You dig what I'm saying?
Right. Do your research, yeah.
Do your research. Do your research. They every day. Now they probably watching these videos. They're like, damn, we gotta get on that shit. The Bilderberg and them right. They like, oh man, he's studying. We gotta study more every day. So they on their shit. They trying to study more than me. Ain't happening, buddy. I does this. I does this. I go out. I help the homeless. I teach the children. I do this. I help my people. That's something y'all aren't doing. So that's something y'all can't take from me.
But
We got this, y'all. This is our land. This is our life. We manifest everything. We do it for the queens and the matriarchs. Stop trying to let this patriarch. There's no such thing as a man in the house. You know, you need a yin and yang. You need that female energy, you know? You know, fuck it. Have a bunch of friends and buddies, associates, friends. You know, don't trust everybody, but link up with everybody. You did. Spread love to everybody. Love everyone, even your worst enemies, even all your
right.
enemies. Love everybody, no matter what. Just keep linking up. Yeah.
Show
So
love.
if y'all in the area, the DMV area, meet me. Link up. Anybody, everybody. Friends, fans, enemies, demons, reptilians, ancestors, happy people, entities, extraterrestrials, anybody, meet me. Hit up the Library of Congress first since it closed earlier than the archives. So I'm going to the archives. I do want to go to the Smithsonian Museum, so since that's right there on that rail line, I might hop up that bitch first. So it's right there. So, hell yeah, man. I'm gonna have the feathers because I'm going to war out there. Don't let me come across any corporate leaders. Give me your name, your number, your information. I'm suing you. If I see any police detaining, illegally detaining somebody, I'm going smack at them motherfuckers. You know, if you don't know law, you're fucked. Because I'm coming for that ass. You know, lawsuits. You know, 10 stacks each. I'm letting y'all know this now. I'm cracking out here 10 stacks each. Each lawsuit for the like any like small court, you know, small cases lawsuit, it's just 10 stacks. But these major motherfuckers that's fucking with
Mm.
our babies and our motherfuckers, yeah. 1.7 trillion. Oh no, B, don't tell me how you moving. I don't give a fuck, dude. You guys know how I move. You guys know how I move. Just let you know I'm coming for you. When my man said I'm taking, I don't know who you are or where you at. But I have a very set very set amount of skills. I will find you and I will sue you. Them trillions, baby. We're gonna end up giving that all to the land. We're buying land. We're gonna pay the homeless $100 a day to put 8 hours. We're gonna pay the homeless $100 a day to clean up the neighborhoods and communities for 8 hours. So all the homeless people are gonna have jobs. You know. So don't think this money is going to waste. Federal Reserve. You know. So once I fuck you guys over, get you guys out the way, then the Vatican. I'm coming for your motherfucking ass. But I'm gonna need to get all my people off a motherfucking church first.
Right.
Get off this belief system. That's what they want y'all to do. Believe in the belief system instead of believing in yourself. Believe in yourself, y'all, because we all we got.
Right.
Stop trusting and believing these people. We're smarter than most teachers and professors, y'all. Teach y'all children so the teach the teachers and teach the kids. Y'all, come on, y'all. Let's work
Right. Don't
together.
just don't just listen to what
Right.
they're telling you. You know.
It's not fucking hard, you guys, to just pick up a fucking book. To just go to the library. To look up names, look up corporate, look up industries, look up history, you know? Do you guys even know? Motherfuckers know more about African history than American history.
Right.
They don't even know what happened in 14. They only know, oh, I don't know what happened past 1600, 1700. I don't know what happened past slavery. Because we came from Africa. Whatever happened before that came from Africa, I don't know. I know everything about Africa. Though. That's bullshit, dude. Know your American history, then you know who we are. That's why schools don't teach past 16, 19. Remember that. Schools will never teach past 16, 19. They don't want us to know about the
Right.
15, 14, 1300s, how we fed the
And they're gonna
world.
put their own. They're gonna put their own parts in
They
it.
always put it, and that's why getting these motherfuckers out. That's why I'm suing these motherfuckers. It's like, this shit gotta stop. Somebody gotta do it. I don't have kids. Why am I going harder than y'all motherfuckers who got kids to fight for the kids? Come on, y'all. Y'all got babies. Call these motherfuckers. Just look up on your phone where the board of education is in your state, in your city. Look up where that, where the district is, and just call the number. The number's on there. Ask for the supervisor. Ask for the main person that runs this thing, and be like,
Right.
you either going to set it out of court by changing it and paying up this, or we're going to go to court and I'm going to crack your motherfucking head
But
for paper genocide and adulterating our children. Like, it's that simple. It's just not. But they do try to blind us with a lot of shit like sports, playoffs, work, even children, and, all this other politicals and shit, so that we won't have, so we can make it up in our mind we don't have time to.
right.
We gotta find a way to make time to make these visits to these motherfuckers and demand our shit.
All those are distractions.
All those are distractions. We can do it. Ain't no, oh, but we
You can have
can't.
distractions. You just gotta know how to handle them, so you can have your time to to think and read up on things and do things where you're comfortable doing, where it will enlighten you as far as making it forward. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Exactly, man. It's up to us, y'all. We're strong. We're stronger than you fucking think. We're stronger than y'all fucking
Right.
think, man. We are. They watch us. They watch our every move to see what we're going to do next. They see what we're about to do next, y'all. They don't know what to do. They watch what we do. So let's show these motherfuckers how to do, how to run this motherfucker. Let's get our land back. Let's get our shit back. It starts within you. It starts by finding yourself and starting in your house, your family, then your community, then your city, then your state, then your region, then your whole motherfucking area, and then your country. You know, we ain't trying to take over the world, Craig. We just trying to take our land, take America, take Turtle Island back, and then we can start helping everybody. We can't help we can't worry about no other country right now until we get our own shit back. We love y'all to death, but we fighting. We too busy fighting ourselves first. We gotta get this hidden history first. You know. So once our people are aware of this hidden history, then we're going to just, y'all gonna see how fast this shit just sprouts. It's just gonna, as you gonna see how much people start loving, how many more plants you're gonna start seeing, how colorful people balconies and yards about to start being, how people just gonna start walking up to people, start trading fruits and stuff. Y'all gonna see how shit gonna start flipping.
Right.
They're gonna see how grocery stores gonna start going bankrupt. A lot of things, like y'all gonna see a lot of things change. And they're like, "Whoa, P, don't say that. They gonna get you for saying that, dude. They can fucking try. They can fucking try. I know they got the technology. You know, fuck. Our secret military is like what 50 years ahead of us in technology. Probably more than that.
Right.
I'm going with 100. I'm going with 100 because I know for a fact However much ahead of us in technology is, China and Russia are times two that more ahead of us than that.
Right. Hell yeah.
Because every nation on this planet has an answer through Russia
Right.
to the Soviet Union to even get to space, to even deal with space, to
Yeah, because
even
they was the first.
talk business with
Because they
space.
was the first ones to go out of space.
Right, and just like how you said, they were the first ones. Russia was the first one who got to space. That's why they're the first ones that you got to answer to deal with space. The United States Navy was the first ones to come in contact with extraterrestrial beings and other entities in their
Right.
physical forms. That's why they're in charge of the intelligence. That's why the Pentagon is right here. I would go visit the Pentagon
The
again, but
Germans. The Germans was the first. The Germans was the first to to come in contact doing them. But the Germans told them no. The Germans told them no.
right, right.
Because the Germans,
I'm saying on the U.S. side, the U.S.
yeah,
And the military side,
right,
like that's why the government don't tell the Marines, they don't tell the Navy, man, don't tell
right,
the Army, they don't tell them
right,
about they just tell straightly the Navy, because on this land the Navy
right.
is part.
Certain level
But they got all the information from
governments know, yeah.
they got all the information from Russia and all that. That's why they still do trades with Putin and shit.
But the
Cause
reason
we ain't
why,
know nothing about
but the
them.
reason
That's
why
why
I
we talk to
think the
Russia.
reason why I think the Navy is because the Navy is in. They can use the water. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They can use the water.
because
So
there's a
that's
lot of
it.
entrances to
Right.
the inner earth in the water. A
Not
lot of entrances to their base.
right. Not to mention with the the Air Force is a whole nother topic, but you know what I'm saying, the Navy they can use the water. There's so much things underwater that we haven't discovered. You know what I'm saying?
Right, dude. They can
That
actually
they already
move shit. And there's
seen and
other
know.
right, and there's
Right.
other wormholes and interdimensional
Yeah.
gateways
Right.
through the water, through the vibrations too. Certain vibrations, certain bells ring down there and it opens up.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
dude, there's a lot of shit, dude. And it's like, don't worry, y'all. We gonna get to it all. We gonna get to it. We just gotta walk through it. I
Right.
don't want no one thinking we're crazy. We're just
You gotta take this one.
knowledge is we're gifted. Knowledge, my God, knowledge is a curse. My
You
gift
gotta
is
eat
a
this like
curse.
an elephant, one bite at a time.
Right, one at a time. Elephants eat one bite at a time.
Yeah, one bite at a time. You gotta eat one bite at a time. That way you can. If you take everything in at once, then you don't know, you'll be confused. You don't know what you're doing.
I'm confused now because that mean a hippo would. Because hippos just like do one at a time. So
Yeah.
elephants, they just nah. Elephants be chewing, man.
Effort.
But I get what you're saying though. Y'all get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Though. Y'all get what you're saying. Though.
You gotta take it one bite at a time.
Right. Take it with a grain of salt.
Right.
Take it with one grain of salt at a time. Don't just you gonna fuck up the meal, man. One grain of salt at a time to your tasting, till it's like, oh, I understand now. Oh, it's I bet. I got a better feeling. I got a better taste of it now. You feel me? Any other analogies you can use? But it's one favorite analogy that you guys might want to get a banner or get a tattoo. But when there's a will, there's a way. So whenever y'all think there's not or there's no chance, just trust me. There's a way. When there's a will, there's a way. We're going to get through this. We're going to win. I already manifested it. As long as y'all keep manifesting it, it's just going to speed up the fucking process. So all this, oh God, the Illuminati already won. No, the fuck they didn't. They didn't win. Dude, it's rain. Oh my God, it's raining, bro. Damn. Can't wear the feathers today. I don't even think I can skateboard today either. That blows. Well, shit. Well, knowledge. And shit, y'all. It's real. It's so real. I don't understand what to say, man. I mean,
You just gotta be aware, man. You just gotta, just you gotta live your life as far as you know what I'm saying, not being tied down in any institutions or anything. And don't let money distract you.
right? Don't let but my credit score. If I do that, fuck that. All this debt, that shit is an illusion. If they say you owe anything, tell them fuck you. Tell the state or the Federal Reserve get that money for you, cause you ain't paying a motherfucking thing. Ain't no way they gonna charge you anything on your own land. Like especially shit without our consent. We never consented to paying tax. We never consented to any
Right,
organizations setting up shop. The
right.
natives did. The natives are claiming to be who we are,
All
but
these institutions
fuck that.
our government agreed upon to set up. Once these Europeans got here, that's what they did.
Right, we never consented to any of this, you guys. Never did. So don't act like we had to abide by it. Never give your personal information out to any fucking body you do not feel comfortable, do not want to get it. It's that simple. If you do not want the police officer to get your information, you don't have to give them. They police the state, they don't police the people. Only the sheriff do. So if the police pull you over, it better be because you committed a crime or there's been damaged property. If
Right.
not, then they have no right. They are completely out of their jurisdiction if they even think they can talk to you outside your car, pull you out your car, lock you up. They lock you up, that's kidnapping. Straight up. Like 90% of people, 90% of the people in jail are kidnapped.
And comply.
You know, that's why they told me straight up. Like, I had a fed tell me straight up, pull me to the side. Bro, you know they're never gonna lock you up, right? I'm like, well, yeah, cause I ain't do nothing. I ain't do nothing. You know, I don't, you know. He's looking at me like, no, not because of that, because of what you know. I'm gonna build a case on you. They're gonna try to smoke you.
Right.
I'm like, yeah, I mean, you gonna try to give me my message, and he just looked like,
That's what they do.
"Ah, you don't understand." So he was like, I mean, I was young at the time, but at the same time, I know now what he meant, but yeah, I know, I'm a target. We're all targets. We all been targets. Does that mean we should be scared? Fuck no. Hell no. Just keep it pushing. Keep it pushing. I'd be goddamn if I let another man disrespect me on my land or take my land or even try to formulate a plan to just keep taxing me on it, you know? Like, we gotta stand up for this, y'all. It's shit we can do. It's shit we can do. Step into the court. If the fucking judge isn't indigenous to the land, they do not have the right to appeal or make any decisions on your case, period. You know, you just formulate your decisions to the jury, you know. That's why it's best to go in there with your own jury. Jury of 25 people that understand law, that understand what's going on, overstand and all that. You can't just go in there with a complete jury that doesn't even know that black means a false entity, that doesn't know that they're indigenous to this land, that don't know 9/11 was an inside job, that don't know that the Vatican does rituals under it, sacrificing melanated children with Babylon and pagan ass cannibalistic rituals, you know? They're not gonna tell you that, you know? You're not gonna have a jury up there that knows that the police is the government's game. They're gonna have a jury up there that thinks that, how do you say that? A jury up there that thinks or actually knows that there's so much, man. There's so much people that don't, so much people don't know that it'll be hard for you to plead your case, and they're gonna actually think you. They're gonna think you crazy. They're gonna think you crazy. Tell them you're the original Indians. You're not black or copper colored. I'm not African American. They're like, oh man, the jury gonna just judge you off of pure ignorance and not knowing who they are and
Right.
who we are. You
You
know,
gotta definitely go in and know what you're talking about.
got to, got to. Cause it's up to us. Ain't nobody else gonna fix this but us, y'all. Ain't nobody else but us can fix this, y'all. So let's get up and start fixing it, man. We actually need this rain. Get this fucking pollen out of there. I have horrible allergies. If you don't have allergies, please thank Mother God every second of your life. Because you're blessed. But this allergy is no joke. It's a gift from Satan, you know. It's crazy, you know. But yeah, y'all. Make a few phone calls, you know. See if I can go and get in contact with Jerome Powell, who's the head chairman of the Federal Reserve. Set up that lawsuit. The quicker the better. I'm just trying to get this shit, you know, I'm trying to get this shit off and running on the cracking. You know, because the best thing we can do is lead by example, you know. So while we're planning and taking care of our families, and while I'm helping people, I don't have to keep telling people. I don't have to verify what I'm doing. I don't have to tell people, hey, I'm helping the children, I'm helping the community, I'm speaking to homeless, I'm helping the homeless. This is my plans. I don't have to tell you what I'm doing. I don't have to tell you that I'm smiling and loving every day. I accept people who they are. I don't have to tell you what I'm doing every day. It's just as long as we're doing it. You feel me? So as long as like I'm just gonna have to lead by example because a lot of people, they don't get it until they see it. So the quicker I get these cases, the quicker I get these court cases going, the quicker people will follow and leave. Well, they'll start leading by example. They'll start making videos of them in court, owning the fuck out of court. You feel me? So it's like we gotta understand who we are, get our people together, get our nation together. Cause we can't do nothing. We can't do anything if we're not together. If we're still divided, there's nothing we can do. Damn, my fucking thumb was popped out. I never did pop it back in place.
Wow.
Yeah. Somebody did say go to the doctor to do. No, I'm just gonna talk to my man. So, he's a fucking a sports doctor. So yeah, I'm like, bruh, get me.
Shit,
What the fuck, P? Ching ching. I'm like, hit him with the chronicle of Riddick jump. Trink, trink, trink. You see that one? It's popped
was
out.
that a pass? Football?
Nah, it was all out there with the kids. We had the equipment, and it was like three of them. We was on the Oklahoma.
Yeah.
And I had three of them lay down, and it was just me.
Yeah.
And we hit and get up, and all three of them hit me while I went head up. And it was flipping me and all that. It was one drink. We were doing a drill, tall drills and shit. And I was teaching them how to, go head on, run through motherfuckers. So I had a drink. And I said, y'all gotta go low. So I went low. And little cuz I tried to duck the rat. And I said, God damn. So I caught myself, how Ray Rice kids up and just keep going. When I caught myself, my motherfucking shit pow. I ain't know how serious it was because I was like, I just fucking just keep going. But yeah, this motherfucker's out. I can feel it now. Sorry, though. I get that shit fixed. But yeah, man, we gotta stay together.
About 5 years ago, you think you would?
You said what? In 5 years ago?
5 years, you think you would have broke?
What do you mean? You think it would have broke?
Yeah.
5 years ago, this shit would have just hyperextended and popped right back in place. Now my shit getting old, boy. I'm getting rusty, boy. I can't do that. I just gotta go down, boy. Ain't none of that. Catching myself with them, I can't do that big tight shit no more. Yeah, it's definitely out now. I can feel it. Like I couldn't tell because it was swelling, but now that the swelling down, I can feel that shit. That's crazy. But anywho, y'all, we gotta stay together, and we just gotta help the community. I need another Rollie, because that shit's dry. Let me see if I can finish this one. But it starts in the household, y'all. It starts with y'all family. It starts with y'all. If we don't do it, who gonna do it? It's that simple. It's that simple. It's that simple. Oh, and again, y'all, I can't really see the camera's so far away, so I can't really see the live or the chat. So I'm gonna have to skim through it later, read it later. But I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. And I just thank you even more if you're spreading this knowledge, and I think even more than that, if you're actually taking heed and just learning. Don't take anything I say. Just don't take anything I say. Don't believe anything I say. I pray you don't believe anything I'm saying. But I also pray that you're looking it up. I hope you're looking it up. Just look for yourself. I don't believe nothing he's saying. Let me look that up. That's what I hope you're saying. Nat, I don't want you all to be like, oh, that sounds crazy. I'm gonna dispute. No. That sounds crazy. Let me see. Let me see this real or not. Let me see something. I don't think that's real. Let me check. Let me check that real quick. Let me research something real quick. That's what I rather people to say and rather people to see. Alright, that was highlighted. Oh damn, it just went away. But it's like, let me read something because y'all might have some like better shit to say. Um. All right. All right. The mortgages. There we go. All right. Oh, I'm glad I looked. All right. Bet mortgages. We don't have to pay mortgage or taxes on our own land. All right. A lot of people say, "Oh, well, you need paperwork to tell them that. Oh, well, you need this, you need that, you need to be signed off. You need to." No, the fuck you don't. If these Moors and these motherfucking other invaders and immigrants are claiming immigrants and claiming shit, it's like, no, no. If they can claim who we are by just saying it and don't prove it, why the hell can't we just say vocally who we are? Because we have the DNA, we have the evidence, you feel me? We don't have to verify who we are to y'all amongst y'all illegal laws, you feel me? So it's like, fuck, what? I need paperwork to prove that I'm from this land? Motherfucker, you need paperwork to prove that you're from this land to even tell me that I'm from this land or not. You know, we work by common law and common sense now. Now, that person refused to say that, said, well, the law said this, the law said that. Well, I'm going to take your ass to court and I'm going to sue
I
your
think
motherfucking ass for that.
I think Taylor said yes. So,
Hmm?
that my bro.
We got some more dopey dope.
Yes.
Oh, we need some more roadies though, man. I ran out of papers and all that.
I mean, he said
I'm bummed that it's raining. I didn't get to skateboard. But yeah, mortgages and taxes. We don't have to pay that shit on our own land. So if a mortgage company calls you or a tax company calls you, you tell them y'all are illegally charging me this shit on my own land. You tell them over the phone, and you record it if you have to. I'm an American Aboriginal Indian. I'm indigenous to this land. My family lineage runs deep. All my ancestors are buried on this land. Y'all have no right to come on my land and tell me I have to pay such and such on my own land. Y'all have no rights with these false treaties. They made alliation treaties with the foreigners. So if you call yourself a citizen, then they're going to tax a citizen because you're running by citizens' laws. Don't claim to be a citizen. We don't have to claim sovereignty because we're automatically sovereign on our own land. There's no such thing as sovereign citizen. But if you, no buts. When you look up sovereignty in this thing, like some of the concepts from sovereign citizens, sovereign laws go with the same concept of buts. Because since we are of this land and we're not a corporate entity, we're not corporation property, we're not black or African American, we're not a citizen of our own land, we can make deals and treaties with other countries, other nations around the world. So you tell these motherfuckers, bill collector call you, tax people call you, IRS call you, you tell them, I don't have to pay you shit. I don't have to. That's what the fuck. How dare you call me and tell me I have to use a false made up currency that the Federal Reserve illegally made up with its own money, its own currency called petroleum dollar. Use us the taxpayer to pay that off. So you're telling me I have to apply? So and you tell them, are you telling me by my natural common law, my common right, you're forcing me to apply and consent to these false laws and false treaties amongst my land, amongst my people. And they're like, holy shit, I'm sorry, I didn't know you knew about that. What can I do for the misconvenience? I'm telling you, they're gonna bow the fuck down. But if you over there teaching, well, I'm black, or I'm a Moor, and I'm Moorish American, or I'm a sovereign citizen, I have the right to claim my own, they're gonna laugh your dumb ass out and say, you might even get locked the fuck up. But if you're an Aboriginal, you're indigenous to this land, they're gonna, young. That's the one thing they hate, especially the court system. They hate seeing copper color, melanated, mostly goddesses, women, but brothers and sisters in the courtrooms, especially, especially with our feathers on, especially with the feathers on. You feel me? So it's like that's all we have to do. Speak up, be vocal. We were always vocal. Before the 1300s, we fed the world, we fed the land. We always did that, man. So don't act like don't act like there's nothing we can do. There's shit we can do. They have no choice but to listen to us. These corporations have to work for us. You gotta know who we are and let them know who the fuck daddy is, who the fuck mommy is. You dig what I'm saying? Don't let them tell you. They can't tell you anything on your own land. They can't tell us what to do. They can't make us consent to anything. You feel me? We are indigenous to this land. We're from this land. Our ancestors link us to this land. There's like you can't tell me that I'm from Africa. There's no way I'm from Africa. There's not one person in my family gravesite that I can visit in Africa. Not one.
Right.
Just not one. And if I go to Africa, I'm a fucking citizen.
Right.
I'm not about no. I'm not about going to be consent to their rules and their laws and the shit to Libya because I'm a citizen in their property. Hell no. This is my land. I have rights on my land. Over there, I'm just gonna have privileges and citizenship shit. No, hell no. I'd rather roam freely, grow freely, let my nuts hang on my goddamn own land. This is our land. I'd rather be not taxed, not fucked with on my own land. And if a police pull you over, you can charge them for your time. I like to tell them 500 every 5 minutes.
You know how backwards I think it might be? Because if you go there, I think they might give you a visa for going over there. You might be considered as a foreigner.
You are. You're
See what I'm
foreigner.
saying?
Yeah, exactly.
But yet you come from Africa.
They say you come from Africa, right?
You see how
You see how
backwards
they,
it is?
like, if you go to Africa, I guarantee, I swear to God,
See how
if
backwards.
you go to Africa, they're gonna call you, they're gonna call you white, and if you call yourself black and say you from some fucking Suzuki tribe, they're gonna call you stupid. They're gonna say you kidding, Cause Americana is a Caucasian from America. That's an Americana, and they call the black people, they call us the Indians. They call us who we are. But if you claim to be from Africa, they're gonna look at you like you dumb. Like, no, you're not from here. There's different forms of Negro.
And do you see any African people acknowledging that we come from Africa?
Exactly. They just look down. They just look down and turn their motherfucking head. Because they part of the agenda.
Acknowledge a black person come from Africa?
Right, because they need us to keep thinking that shit so we don't claim this land so they can keep coming over here and taking our money so they can send it back.
No, they're not going to say nothing because they don't know.
Some of them do. Trust me.
Yeah, some
most of them do.
Some of them do. Then some of them got it to
they
the point
know
where
the rules and regulations to being deported and why they're not from this land. They have to know. They grow up with their parents teaching them that.
Right. Then,
so they know this ain't their land. They know what their parents be like. We just make money here to send back to our land because we don't have land to grow our crops. We have desert and buried lands. We must get money, send it to the land,
they know
and import crops.
But they know
that's all they do. That's all they did. That's all the Asiatics do. The Europeans
but they know
do.
They know we didn't come from there. Though.
Exactly. That's why they need us to keep thinking that we come from there, so that they can keep coming over here, work, getting money, and owning businesses over on their own land, and send it back to their country, so they can import all of our fruits, all of our vegetables, all of our to import shit over here, to their land. So they can't grow the shit on their land.
Or they trying to keep us thinking that we come from there.
That's exactly what it is.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like
they want us to keep thinking we're from there. They don't want us to know that we're from here. They don't want us to claim our own land. Cause that means we'll tell them to go the fuck back home. Cause y'all killing our shit over. Supposed to be paying us for even setting up shop on our land, even making money on our land. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Go to these motherfuckers' pockets. That's what people's problem is. They're so scared of the process. You should want the process. You want that bump. You want that work. We fucking natural born warriors. We're natural born soldiers. Oh, I got a job. I got kids. I can't go to work. I can't go to court. I ain't got time. Dude, you're probably going to go to court once or twice out of that month, dude. So it's not like you're going to court every day out of that week or every day that month. You're going to have time to take that court case. You're going to have time for that. And it's simple. It's easy to learn because it's common sense. If you don't have common sense, then it might be impossible for you. I'm sorry. Right. If you got common sense, I don't know. I don't know. All prayers to you, my brother or my sister. But if you got common sense, And if you don't have common sense, there's a way. When there's a will, there's a way. Just learn. Read, ask questions. Just don't go off of anything. So call these corporations, call these mortgage companies, tell them, like, hey, I'm not about to pay on my own land. I'm not about to maybe pay taxes and mortgage on my own land. Y'all reimburse me for what I did,
right?
Or I'm gonna see y'all motherfuckers in court. How much is your net worth? How much your corporation made? How much is your industry made? Okay, well, I'm gonna need either 25, 50%, 75%, or all of that shit. You feel me? We make the rules, we set the laws, we set the regulations. Y'all, we need to understand that and know our power. We're like, oh no, you gonna get locked up. I seen somebody get locked up. Those are Moors trying to shit. Moors can't do what we do.
Right.
Because when you sign yourself over to Moorish, that means you're signing yourself over. That's like you're selling your soul. If you say you're Moorish, anything, you say you're a Mason, that means you're taking yourself out of the jurisdiction of being indigenous to this land. You're signing yourself over to a corporation. You know, the Nation of Islam. You become Muslim, you sign yourself over to the nation, a corporation. Farrakhan works with the clan, the Musa clan. Look that up, Musa clan. I was just like a recruit. Like, why are you learning about African teachings if we're American? You know, we always spiritual. We start off as spiritual beings. We were never religious. We was always spiritual. When we were doing trade with other nations, they came over and was like, teach us some of the stuff, especially the Moors. Teach us what you know, since we the same color.
Right.
And we taught them spirituality. They took that shit, flipped it to Egyptology, started making empires and making money and invading shit. Invaded Sicily, Spain, then made the Sicilians. So all the Moors are Sicilians, basically. You know, the first original Europeans were Moors, North American. I mean North African. I'm terribly sorry. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry to the North African. Holy fuck, yeah. Oh yeah. But North African. So it's like they're Caucasoid didn't come about until the Caucasus Mountains when they went up there and took them out and made them literate. You know, the first literate human, I say human, the first literate Caucasoid Caucasian is, I'm just Caucasoid because Caucasian technically means a dark person in there too. But they came from the mountains, bro. I'm telling you, bro, because when you think, because they're basically Homo sapiens, bro. They're human.
Right.
We're man. They're a kind of us. They're mankind.
Right.
They're man. They're kind of us. That's why they don't have melanin. That's why they're not as strong as us. And that's when the sun kills them all.
They said it came from the cold mountains of
They're the
Russia.
ice people, cause they came. Yeah, cause they're used to living in the mountains. Cause when they used to live in Mars.
But see, this is the thing. If they came from the cold mountains of Russia, then would they crash land?
Yes, exactly, bruh. That's what young. It's all I'm telling you. I'm telling you. The Mediterranean Sea. When the meteor hit, that meteor came from Mars. That meteor housed the Caucasoid family. When the meteor hit where the Mediterranean Sea is now, it wasn't. When it hit that's why it's all barren desert land. When you look at the map of Eurasia, which is Africa, Eurasia, and Europe. When you look at the map, notice right there. Notice right there where the Mediterranean Sea is. It's all barren desert land.
Right.
Oh my God, where did all the sand come from? It's crevices of a meteor from Mars. All that sand is actually Mars dirt. That's Mars dust. Sand is from Mars, is Mars dust. So when you look at the Mediterranean Sea, that's where the meteor hit hundreds of thousands, probably millions of years ago. That's where the meteor hit. And that's where the Caucasoids came from. They burrowed underground and came from out the Caucasus Mountains. They're not from this planet. That's why the DNA isn't like us.
You know, movie they showed that there?
What movie is that on?
The movie called The Thing.
The Thing. What about Prometheus? Did Prometheus show it too? Cause the Caucasoids were terraforms on this planet.
No, I'm just saying.
So was the Asiatic.
I'm just saying that movie is the best movie that showed that a species from
high
terraform,
yeah.
Came. You know what I'm saying? That was the 1980. 482 jump.
Right, because they buried underground, young. Like, there's a lot of underground civilization, underground cities, y'all. There's a lot of shit, young. It's so much information. Like, I gotta get it so I can present it to y'all correctly, because I had to, this information I gotta rush y'all with. Because after I get this information,
rush through this, yeah.
Because once I get this information, like what I just gave about the meteor in the Mediterranean Sea, this is the shit they'll kill you about. This the shit that's hidden in the Vatican. Under the Vatican is the archives of the real history. And it's like 100. It's like 100. No, 50 miles. 50 miles and probably a little more, with 50 miles of all archives and books of our medicines and all our history and all
Right.
that. And that's where it shows all this stuff in the remnants. So basically, all that sand is from the Mediterranean's, not the Mediterranean silicon trees and remnants from the meteor that hit from Mars. So look at the map.
And see, when that took place, we was already here.
Right, we was in
You know what I'm
Atlantis.
saying?
We was Atlanteans
Right.
at the time.
But see, Atlantis, they were able to discover how.
We knew that was coming.
Right, but they were able to discover once they got here, they was able to discover how these reptilians shapeshift.
Cause look, once that meteor came down,
Mm-hmm.
it hit the Mediterranean Sea. And it hit the Mediterranean. A piece of that meteor also hit Lemuria.
Right.
That's why that shit fucked up. And a piece of Lemuria is Australia.
Right. Okay.
Australia has a lot of entrances to a bunch of inner earths and inner caverns. That's why they terraformed that part with so many deadly bugs and creatures and all that.
Right.
And so many indigenous people still live there to protect those temples and protect all that. That's why that movie Congo with that little monkey, remember? I'm
yeah. Right.
They show you about the hidden temples and it's like, bruh.
Yeah.
There's ancient monkeys that really protect that shit. There's ancient, like, even over here, bruh, in Peru and like Mississippi, bruh, up in Canada, Antarctica, before that shit was fucked over. Cause that meteor calls for Antarctica to get frozen over like that.
Right.
And that meteor also calls for Atlantis to sink and America to rise more. And for a lot of other continents to rise and Lemuria to sink and for other continents to rise.
Right.
But you gotta do your research, do your history, don't believe anything I'm telling y'all. But the deeper y'all dig into this shit, the more it'll make sense. I swear to God. I swear to God. This is beautiful. It's beautiful. It's beautiful information. Beautiful information. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna let this rain stop me though. I'm gonna check. Once I get off, I'm gonna check and see how long it's gonna rain for. Cause you know museums, you know.
It's just gonna rain all day.
For God damn it. Well, there's a book and a research day, lecture day today.
I suppose that plus some grass.
Oh yeah, you fucked, dude. Cause I think it's gonna be like raining all week. Yeah. But yeah, you guys, you really gotta do your research. You really have to dig into this. It's just to keep you. Yeah, man, we gotta keep passing it. We gotta keep passing it. We have to. And pass it with love. Don't, we can't keep looking at people like they're ignorant and like they don't. Because they are. They are. We can't be looking down on people because of what they don't know. So they've been lied to their whole life, Like, if you've been lied to your whole life and programmed to think a certain way your whole life, you're going to take the truth kind of fucking hard, The truth is going to be hard to take. The truth is going to be hard because people cannot handle the truth. A lot of people can't. If you're not educated enough or your consciousness isn't raised enough, if you haven't meditated enough and spiritually connected with your ancestors where they can telepathy speak to you enough where you can understand and they can channel you certain information, it's going to be hard to understand a lot of this shit.
What will you regret of educating yourself on things you don't know?
That's a question to me or to the family.
To the people out there.
Alright. That's how it is. It's just crazy, dude. So, like, we know the harder information. Why not see it? What the fuck was that? You don't know. Tell me you don't know. Nigga, this ain't lies. All this real shit. So, you know. You got one, right? Lamar, don't come back the next year and say you want to be Tom Brady. Let's start with that.
That was the entity making them noises out there.
Shit. We got a sniper. Nah, we good. It will be our downfall, especially with the law. Those who ignorant of the law will not be protected by the law.
Right.
There's no other way I can explain that, y'all. But God, lead, Holy Mother, Mother, help them all, help us all. You know, never pray for an easy life. Pray for the strength to endure a hard one. You know, we're soldiers, we're warriors. We got this. We got this. We're going to win regardless, no matter what. No matter what. Did we vape? Did we vape? All right, let me read some of these because there's probably some good shit on these shows. Let me see. Let me see. This it right here? Yeah. Did we vape? How do you know these are remedies? We can compare letters. What to include? Alright, if the creator gave you the mind, this is like a good one. You use that has programs for you to cipher through. And has the true info. Don't it make sense? You go with the instead of the animated version. Push yeah. Hold on, is that to me or to somebody in here? I understand what you're saying. We know we don't call ourselves Indian. How we hold on if the remedy comes under that title. Well, who someone to keep you from digging back. This I think we have been implemented in the mind of the soon programming. We're Indian, so. Oh, okay, all right, yeah, brother. What's that? I was like, oh yeah, you definitely need to pool. Nature's highest law. Anything after that is fake and man. Right. They showed those before us, depending on straight. Right. What you was saying. What was it? What did he say? He said about the program information. Indian. Indian is like I say, male and female, right? They gave us the name male and female because that's the English version of it. That's the English word of it. So, you know, in order to classify your gender of who you are and what you are rooted to, you know, all right, I'm going to use that title male as that, or use that title female. What's good, baby? And so the same thing as Indian. Since that's the American word for Indian to link us to who we are and what we are, then we're the American Indians. You also have the Hindu Indians, and you always have the Australian Indians. You know, there's different forms of Indians, like different forms of Negroids. Like you know, like we are all. If you wanted to say like that, yes, we are all. We're all spiritual beings. You know, we're all sun. You know, we're energy for real, for real. If you don't want to classify us as any names that's been given to us by man, we're spiritual energies of love and light. You feel me? And we're all connected. You know, all land is one land. Cause if there was no water, all land would be connected, and so we'll divinely be divine beings, and all land will be our land.
And people gotta remember the continents move too.
Right. So when you got to understand of how it works, we were each Negroid was sectored off, not sectored off, but migrated and set on different parts of the land to be indigenous to. So that roots us to that land because the way we live about and do. Since we're indigenous to the Americas, we smoke a lot. There's a lot we do. We smoke a lot and we can smoke. Africans can't smoke like us. Asians can't smoke like us. Europeans can't smoke like us. They try, but they can't smoke like us. That's why Newport, that's why our cigarettes need to be strong. That's why we smoke a lot of weed. Like, that's why we smoke a lot, you know? Our DNA structure is built different. Our lungs are built different. It's thicker than theirs. Just like how Europeans got little lips and the Negroes have thicker lips, and how our hair is thicker and their hair is silkier. Because since we absorb the sun, the oils in our hair cook our hair and thickens it up and curls it up.
Mm-hmm.
And Europeans, since they came from the Caucasus Mountains, they always came from the caves and the cold underground. They didn't have the sun to cook their oils in their hair, so the oil just went slick down, so their hair was slick. They didn't have the sun to give them energy and protein and nutrients and DNA that they needed. I thought they was frail, and they had a lot of hair because it was cold in the hair, you know, in the mountains. So their DNA was different, and their structure and their features was different because of the structure and the lack of energy they're getting from the sun. The sun creates the image. The sun manifests. The energy of the sun manifests because all the sun is basically a big ass ball of fucking energy.
Right.
Cause that's basically what we are. When Mother said she gonna create man in her image, she created us in her image of spirit. You know, the energy within our third eye, through our pineal gland, through our chakras. We're energy within the physical shell. Cause when we first came to this planet, we were energy beings. And we came to the Earth's core, where the Earth is Kundalini. That's the Earth's Mercury. That's the Earth's third eye. It's the core. That's where the energy resides. That's where the kinetic energy retracts from. That's what makes it its living thing. That's our mother. And we come from mother. So our spirit of our ma was the soul spirit, which is, you know, was
The spirit of the universe is a female.
Right, it was implanted in
It's
the
not-
right. It's a feminine
it's not-
energy,
yeah,
not a
it's feminine.
female as a masculine,
Right.
feminine, but feminine. Because
Right.
when you look at masculine, God can't be a man or masculine because masculine can't create life. Only feminine energy can create life. That's why the first women on this planet was 15-foot tall melanated women, and they had both the glands. They had a gland. They had a sac in there that had the sperm, and they had another sac that had the egg, and they could procreate by themselves. You know, but when that's what they call the Niphians. That's what the Caucasoids, because they call them the fallen angels. When they came falling down from Mars and landed in where the Mediterranean Sea is, the meteor hit there. That's when they came out and started having sex with the melanated women. It started changing the color of us. It started changing, started breaking that down. So a lot of their offspring went into hiding, and all of our offspring went into hiding. So all of our ancient gods and ancient ancestors are in the ground, in the earth, underground, in the cities. So that's why we built this monumental structure, because they taught us how to build this upon the earth, on top of the earth, to help collect the sun's kinetic energy, to bring it down to the surface, to the inner earth, to help everything keep functioning. Because there's a lot of secret super technologies under there. Like, that's why they put the movie Black Panther out there, because they knew niggas like me, my brother here was getting close to this shit, you know? They put they were using them stones and them minerals and stuff down there to work the city, make the city, run everything. That's what we had. That's what the silicon trees were made out of. Over there, the big ass mountains that look like tree stumps, those were always used to be trees. But the Niphians helped knock the motherfuckers down. Niphians are also working with reptilians, another sort of entity that works through another energy spectrum. So, we can see the energies when we close our physical eyes and work through our third eye, through our inner spirit, our inner energy, our inner soul. Then we can see
It's
these
all,
motherfuckers.
it's all about meditating. It's all about meditating at that point. As far as getting to the third eye. And it can happen in minutes. But you just gotta be aware of certain things in order to function through your third eye even a little bit.
Exactly. Cause if you're not aware of the spiritual realm and the spirits and like entities and all that shit is real, you're not gonna be able to fathom or comprehend if you do see one or if one does contact you. Like, in order to understand, you gotta meditate and know how they speak to you. They speak to you like, say if you're just chilling and you're by yourself and it feels like you're talking to yourself in your head. Some of those voices are yourself, but some of the voices aren't you. Some of the voices deep down are other entities and your ancestors that channeling and talking to you, talking through you. Hey, what if you do this? Hey, look through this. Hey, check this out. Hey, go here. Hey, do that. You must use your physical energy to move, to implement, to manifest what's subconsciously going on, to bring that into existence. So that's why we must act on everything that we manifest and what we want to do. That's why no matter what, if you're grinding, no matter what you're doing, you're going to get paid, you're going to get recognized, and you're going to make it do what it do. As long as you're grinding, you keep putting in work and keep pushing it, you're going to get what you need. You're going to get action, you're going to get results, and you're going to get light. You're going to spread light. Especially if you're spreading love. Especially if you're spreading love. But yeah, what my brother said about, we're all divine beings, that is true. But at the same time, we're all different entities. We're the same energetically, as because the universe is energy, because the universe is a living organism, because it's infinite, which is mother, the mother that our Earth came from our solar system came from, which our galaxy came from, which our whole motherfucking world came from. It's from mother, the universe. She's an infinite energy of love. Because the light came from darkness, light came from melanin. So it's like we gotta understand that, understand that, and just keep digging deep and keep researching. Trust me, if you a fucking 12-year graduate in college, you don't know what the fuck is going on out here. Even if you've been in college that long, this shit they will not teach you in school. That's going on out this motherfucker. They can't teach you because it's a Masonic secret. And it's a Masonic
Will
agenda
that teach
to
you?
keep it a secret. That's why I keep telling people, it's where'd you learn this information? I seek this shit. I study, I research, I go to the archives, I go to the Library of Congress, I read, I study, I meditate, I connect with the ancestors. They tell me what to go to, what to look up, what's next, what's
And this
real,
the and
what's
this the
not.
other
You
thing.
feel what's
And
real,
this the
you
other
feel
thing
what's
too.
not.
The things that they put in the archive. Not to mention the things that they got in the back room that they don't show the public.
Exactly. Shit underground. All that shit, man. This shit gets deep, y'all. This shit gets so deep. It's so beautiful. Knowledge is something that it's infinite. You're never gonna learn everything. But god damn it, it's a hell of a ride trying to. I tell you that much. And the more you know, the better off you be. Knowledge is worth more than money. The more knowledge you got, the better off. Because with knowledge, you know you need land. And land works for itself, and you can make your money work for itself. You feel me? And you'll always have money. You'll always have money. Then if you got land and you know people with land, you can grow crops and live off the crops. Grow animals, sell their secretions as fucking profit, as fucking fertilizer. Like it's you can profit endlessly off land if you know how to purchase land and live off land. Instead of living these corporate lives and keep working for these companies, be your own company, be your own boss, be your own business.
Right.
Get this agriculture started. Let's start these farms. Get back to trading fruits and vegetables instead of going to these supermarkets. Cause I guarantee they go out of business once they see us start planting. You ride around every neighborhood, every community. Like fuck that. I don't like calling them communities. I like calling them villages. We villages, and that's why they put them signs up. No soliciting. Like what the fuck? How am I soliciting if I'm out here talking to my neighbor? We're out here community reviving. I want to make it look presentable for the white folks, for the European, for the invaders. They don't want to see no copper colored skin out there. They want to see us institutionalized inside our four walls, being boxed in by motherfucking bullshit. Up, I want them inside looking at TV. I can't be out here. That's why they got security riding around. You can't be out front. I'm hitting a cigarette, man. You can't be out. What? So what? I got kids in the house. Well, I don't know what to tell you.
Right.
Nigga, get the fuck. Well, I'm not about to put life in danger. Like, y'all forcing us to smoke in the house, watch, like, smoke cigarettes in the house. This spiritual herb, it's just good. It's just healthy for you. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Don't let them come over here on our land and tell us it's bad. While we've been profiting off of this shit for millions and hundred
And they
thousands
trying
of
to
years.
and they trying to
Then they
mess
come in now, they trying to profit.
and they trying to
off.
mess with the weed. They trying to tamper with the weed.
That's why all the Marleys trying to make a petition, trying to make a thing to stop putting pesticides in the weed because they mixing pesticides with extra shit. Shit to fuck up the hormones, shit to fuck up your DNA. Like, so you got grow on weed, grow on shit.
Right. That's what the dispensaries are for. The dispensaries are for the government to put out their own brand of marijuana. Oh, yeah.
Right, man. All you gotta do is research, y'all.
And they're gonna take a molecule from out the marijuana and put their own molecule in there, which will be attached to the THC.
That shit crazy, man. They don't give a fuck, y'all. They don't give a fuck. That's why they got church. That's why churches aren't being taxed. Churches won't be taxed because they're made to push the adulteration, to brainwash you up. Don't handle it. Don't get up and work. Don't get up and try to do shit on your own. Don't get up and plant. Let God handle it. Don't try. Don't sue them. Don't. I know they're doing you wrong. Don't try to fight for your people, for your ancestors. Let Jesus take the wheel. Just sit back and let them brainwash you. Sit back and let them rape the land. Sit back and let them kill off our babies. That's what they saying when they say let Jesus take the wheel. Go to church every Sunday to learn to let that homosexual ass nigga Jesus take the wheel. I ain't got nothing against homosexuals, but it's certain agendas you don't push on the babies, man. You feel me? If you're different, you're different. You know, we accept that. You know, but just don't push that on the babies that don't know no fucking better, man. They know that we live. We need women. You know, we need to produce life. We need that structured environment, man. We need our women. Don't try to push that. No, it's okay. Gay this, gay that. LDBG movement, Black Lives Matter. That's all the same damn thing. You go to a Black Lives Matter page, LGBT, whatever the fuck they call themselves. You go to their page, you don't see shit about a structured household with the male and the female. You don't see nothing about that shit on that page. I swear to God, you go to their page and there's nothing on it. Nothing on it. Nothing promoting a strong, healthy household where the child has yin and yang to learn from.
Right.
You know? They don't want us to be spiritually connected. They want us to stay off balance. They want us to be one side minded, one side, one track minded too. You know, it's just they want us thrown off. Have your mother raise your child. You know, they don't want that masculine energy to be like, nah, man, toughen up. They want that feminine. Stop that. But it's okay. He was like, nah, 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 nah. They don't want. You know, it's like they want us to soften each other up for the slaughter. You know, they pumping us up for the slaughter. That's why they made Jim Crow law. Let's lock up all the black fathers, the strong. Let's kill all the strong men. And let's make a welfare. Oh, you can't have a strong man in your household in order to get these benefits from the government. You feel me? They set it up. You feel me? Oh, we don't need no strong men to do this, men that. And then the men they do have out here for your children to look at every Sunday are fucking pedophiles in church.
Right.
I'm gonna be like Pastor Bishop this. Well, Bishop this be fuck Sister Maglin and Sister Veronica the other week. And I think he about to fuck Mama Teresa tonight. You feel me? You know, let them grow up in that fucking soap opera. Have them thinking for themselves, believing in themselves, grow up spiritually, not a religious fucking slave to a fucking mentally genocidal society, man. A Masonic agenda to fuck us over. We know they are. We know what they doing. It's just what we gonna do about it. Hmm? Huh? That's what this is all about. That's why I put projects in the hoods. It's a project. Let's see how they act together with the Mexicans. Let's see if they wake up or not. No, let's blind them so they don't wake up. Let's gate up all their projects. It's a project to see how we are mentally acting with this brainwashed society. It's a project. That's why they put cameras around everything. It's a project. We're the guinea pigs. But y'all don't want to see that, do you? Y'all don't see they putting up millions and millions of cameras every fucking year. Y'all don't know that they're watching you through your phone, taking pictures, listening to everything you're saying. Y'all do. Oh yeah, YouTube message doing this. Oh, Facebook message doing this. Oh, y'all heard about this. Oh, yeah. Snapchat and that. Y'all know it. Y'all hear it. They leak the information. They tell y'all, and y'all still don't do shit about it. Y'all still don't cover y'all shit. Y'all still just go about life like shit's sweet. We gotta fight, y'all. Don't act. Stop acting like there's nothing y'all can do. Right? If you religious, dude, look into that shit. Y'all stop fucking yourself, please. You're sending kids up to get fucked by pedophiles, y'all. Please, I don't play that shit. That's why I'm like, I'm not. If you're religious, I love you to death. God bless you. But if you're pushing that pedophile shit, bro, I'm not. That's something I don't get down with. I can't fuck with that. I'm sorry. If you don't want to understand that King James raped and killed his mother, and the churches and the Vatican, and they all are entwined together with this pedophilia shit. Boy Scouts are touching your babies. Schools are touching your kids. They got little private schools with houses on the side where they take your kids down and be like, when your kids say something funny in school, teacher touch them or something young. That shit happened. That shit happened. The teacher probably drugged them up, said it was a dream or something, gave them some Benadryl or something, sent them to the nurse office or something. That shit happened, y'all. Don't think that these kids know more than we fucking know, man. They're more open. They're not blinded by the bullshit like we are. They ain't been programmed in a job to just work like a slave and keep coming back on time. They know. They've been living free. They're the closest thing to free. You're never really free unless you're either asleep, being astral projecting, or when you die. Because we all don't really die. Once you die, your soul can finally leave your physical. And you're finally able to, that's when you're really free. So until then, we're going to have to, we're fighting to build a more comfortable environment for our youth, for the next generation. A more educated, spiritual, more off the land. It's not off these toxins. We can use solar panels instead of these fossil fuels, y'all. Put solar panels everywhere. Use a lot of aluminum foil to counteract the radiation from it. And we're just going to, yeah, just get all the energy from the sun, have big battery reactors underground, or big buildings filled with battery reactors, a big factory with battery to harness all the energy. Sun will be our energy, have build a lot of shit by the rivers, let the water run, let the water push, let that generate our energy. Fuck this coal, fuck this oil, fuck all that shit. You feel me? We have anti-gravitational technology. Leak that shit. Been having that shit for about damn near 200 years. Leak that shit, man. Why the government, why the secret black government hiding that? Why y'all not saying that? That's where the tax money going. Illegally tax money, the tax you going to the government, military funders, the black market. Y'all know this shit, but y'all don't do nothing about it. Y'all think there's nothing y'all can do about it. Dude, this is y'all land. We are not citizens. Let's do this shit, y'all. We gotta fight, man. We gotta fight. We gotta fight, y'all. But that's it for right now, man. Peace and love to everyone on the planet, everyone throughout the universe, everyone throughout the cosmos, physical beings, spiritual beings, other instant ether beings, all that. Till the next one. Just love you all. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to the big brother that came through. Shout out to the big homie that came through. Shout out to everybody that came through and showed love. Man, it's just, we got it, y'all. We're the real gods. We got this shit. This shit run through us. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Yeah, I just can't stress that enough. I'm going to, well, I am going to, but I just can't stress that. I can't even put that shit in words. Do the research. Just research. Look up everything. Everything I just told y'all within this, how long I say? 2 hours and 17, 2 hours, 20 minutes, y'all. Don't believe, I pray that you don't believe shit I told y'all. Look this shit up. Just look it up. Just see if it's true, you know? And once you start looking, don't stop digging. Just keep looking, keep digging, young. Please. Study the 100th Act, the 80th Act, study the Civil Rights Act. It clearly shows, it states that we're the indigenous Indians. It shows that Martin Luther King fought for the Indians, and the Civil Rights Act the bill was for the Indians, and we are the Indians. When that false entity start calling you black, I'm not black, I'm not a Moor, I'm not a Mason, I'm none of that shit. I'm an American Aboriginal Indian. These are my brothers. We all are Indians. We're Aborigines. We fought for our land. We for our people. We for the matriarch society, which is for our women and for our children. We ain't with that patriarch, man this, man that, man that. Nah, we know what the fuck it is. We know how we run shit. We protect the queens. We protect the babies. Peace and love to everybody. Everybody, especially the Aborigines. Do y'all research, man. I just don't know what else to say, man. I could just sit here and just say do research for like 3 hours, and people still won't do their research.
We got research, man.
Don't sit. Stop sitting and waiting for somebody to bring y'all information. Don't sit and wait for my next video. Don't sit and wait for other people's next videos. Don't sit and wait for a teacher or a professor to tell you something, or a fucking philosopher. Dude, you're the philosopher. You're the teacher. We're all entrepreneurs. We can learn anything and everything. There's books out here. There's nothing the next person know that we can't learn. Straight like that. Even the secret society, that's why they're killing themselves. Because they like, damn, I sold myself over to this shit. Whole time I was going to eventually learn it. Shit was eventually going to get leaked. You feel me? So yeah, man. Peace, love, and light, everybody. We're strong. One love. Alright. Got a problem with edging out this shit all the time.